Hey guys, this is Frozen Things Studios here, and welcome back to another movie review. And today, I'm going to be doing a review on Matilda the musical. So Matilda the musical is an adaptation of the Broadway musical, which is an adaptation of the original Matilda from 1996. And this one came out in the year 2022 and is directed by Matthew Warchus. And it stars Alicia Ware, Emma Thompson, Lashana Lynch, Stephen Graham, Andrea Riseborough, etc. And so Matilda musical tells a story. Well, it kind of is the same as the original, but at the same time, it does feel give a different vibe to it. But yeah, for those who have don't know much about Matilda, well, to be honest, I don't blame you. So the plot is about a young girl named Alicia, who is very extraordinary. It's so yeah. Matilda is a huge book fanatic, a huge story fanatic. She can read the multiple books in 1 week. And she even has a story of her own, where like her stories would feel like they come to life. And so yeah, she lives with foster parents who apparently hate her because because they wanted a son, but instead they got a daughter. And so they still refer to Matilda as a boy or son, even if Matilda would constantly correct her by saying, "I'm a girl." One day, Matilda is sent to was invited to a school, and her teacher is Miss Honey, played by Lashana Lynch, who is a very sweet and charming teacher. But under the school is Miss Trunchbull, or Agatha Trunchbull, played by Emma Thompson, who literally abuses the students in the school and treats the school as if it's a prison, and does will do everything she can to make these children suffer. And and so much, as all the other kids are afraid to stand up against Miss Trunchbull, Matilda stands up to her, and but by pretty much bossing her around and doing things to trigger Miss Trunchbull. And so yeah, Matilda and Trunchbull go face to face. Oh, and also later on, it was revealed that Matilda has powers, kinetic energy powers, pretty much similar to Jean Grey, similar to an X-Men character, basically. So yeah, that's my plot summary for it. So yeah, now just for my quick thoughts on the original Matilda movie from 1996. I mean, it's pretty decent, I guess. I like it. I think it's a very well made film, and I get what they're going for, but it's pretty solid. But honestly, I find it kind of overrated. Yeah, Matilda was not really my cup of tea. Um, really my cup of tea. And I was just I don't know. I just couldn't get attached to it. I barely even remember what happened. And also, I don't really, I'm not a fan of Danny DeVito being in the director's chair. He's not even fit to play Mr. Wormwood in in that film. Yeah, it's just I don't know, but yeah. And believe it or not, guys, I actually have not seen this film yet until now. I did not see this movie on opening on when it initially came out back in 2022, and yeah. And now I know it is a pretty random time for me to rewatch and review this movie, but yeah, now but I definitely need to bring up why I am reviewing this movie now at pretty much what feels like a very random time. I mean, it would be more understandable if I reviewed in the sub or something or whatever, but here's the reason why. This film's leading star Alicia Ware is starring in Abigail. Yep, she's the same actress who is playing Abigail. Yep, Abigail is literally Matilda. And so I was like, okay, well, since it has the same actress, I thought maybe I should give this one a shot. Yeah, and even my friends were just talking about it recently, like brought it up, but that oh, this is the same person as Matilda. Yeah, as Matilda, yeah, recently, yeah, no, not my friends, but rather my classmates. So yeah, I gave it a shot. Now, I will admit though, I actually do have a very personal reason as to why I didn't watch this, and I don't really want to talk about it, but I'm just gonna just point it out. But what do I think of Matilda the musical? I love this movie. Holy crap, this movie is actually good. Movie actually no wait, good is an understatement. This movie is a masterpiece. I know. I'm shocked to use the word masterpiece on a Matilda adaptation, but this movie made me feel like a Matilda fanboy. Yeah, like seriously, I felt like a Matilda fan watching this film. I don't know. Yeah, boy, I wish I watched this earlier. Like I'll probably act like I actually saw this film back then. I'm gonna pretend I saw this film because I don't care. I think it deserves it. Now I know there's been this trend going on lately with films adapted from a Broadway show, which that Broadway show is based on a movie that wasn't a musical. Like two perfect examples of this were very recent ones: The Color Purple and Mean Girls. I mean, both those films were damn great. But Matilda did it the best, in my opinion. Yeah, it did the, you know, Broadway, the musical adaptation of the original, the best ones. Yeah. Now, hardcore subscribers of mine would know that musical is my favorite genre. Well, tied with action is my favorite genre technically, and and as a music, maybe I just love this movie as a musical lover, but still, even as a Matilda story, it still really hits and yeah, and so yeah. Now I'm gonna explain why. First, let's start off with the songs, man. I love all the songs, man. These songs go hard. Whether it'll be all the children singing or the or solo songs, each song is just they feel like the actual Broadway songs. Lashana Lynch and Alicia Ware are both amazing singers, but usually whenever it's sung by the cast ensemble, specifically the kids, that's when the songs truly rule the most. With the Children of Revolution song, the ending song being easily the best song in the film, like by far. And yeah, that's all. I also love the song in like the beginning when Matilda sings about being a little naughty. I forgot the title, but if you know what the title of the song is, let me know down below. But yeah. But for a family movie, this goes hard with how dark it is. Yeah, this is such a dark movie for a family movie. You'd never think that a family movie would tackle themes of child abuse, child slavery, and revolution against dictators. But this movie manages to do it, and it's so bold. We seriously need more family movies like this. Yeah, we need more family movies about those. Oh yeah, and I forgot to mention as well, child abuse. Oh yeah, sorry, I mentioned child abuse. Sorry, my bad. I'm just okay. My mind was floating. Yeah, yeah, we need more family movies doing this. Like tackling heavy subject matter. If this film can do it, then it's not that hard for other family movies to do it. The production design of the school really captures the dark atmosphere that this movie is trying to build up, and yeah, and the cinematography does have kind of a bleak. It's kind of bleak, but it's not a bad thing at all because it really shows you how dark it is. Like these the school that they're in, it really does feel like prison. There's no paintings. It's all bleak. It's all dry, and yeah, just like how Miss Trunchbull depicts it as a prison, it really does feel like that. And never would anyone imagine a family movie like this. And man, this iteration of Miss Trunchbull is even more threatening, ruthless, and unlikable than any other versions I've seen. Yeah, Mrs. Trunchbull, I like her as a villain. I think she's one of the best parts of the original Matilda movie. But here, oh dear Lord, this makes her even more hateable. Like seriously, I was so pissed every time she actually just does something, she says something very cruel, and she pretty much attacked one of the kids. I literally just, I mean, it really made me feel angry because of how unlikable she is. And when you have a villain that made me feel, that pisses me off, then you have made a great villain. You know that. Although yes, there are villains that make me angry for how poor they are, poorly written, and just poorly rendered they are. But this is the kind. Mr. Trunchbull is the kind of villain you really root to be defeated because of how good she was as a villain. That's the whole point of villains. And man, yeah, you really root for everyone to win. And when Mr. Trunchbull threatens to attack one of the kids, there is some suspense there. You really feel worried for these kids that Mr. Trunchbull is about to attack them. And yeah, Emma Thompson was having the time of her life. And yeah, it's having the time of her life. And you also got what many people consider to be the standout of the film, Lashana Lynch as Miss Honey. I hate to admit this considering how much I still love No Time to Die from the bottom of my heart. And you all know that Lashana Lynch was in that movie playing the Bond girl Nomi. But Lashana Lynch is better in this movie than No Time to Die, meaning this is my personal favorite Lashana Lynch performance. Well, to be fair, Nomi is not one of my favorite Bond girls. Probably if I were to rank them all the Bond girls in the Diana Craig area, Nomi would be a little bit lower. No, don't get me wrong, she's still awesome, but there's just other Bond girls. There's just other Bond girls I prefer over Nomi. But don't worry, No Time to Die, I still praise the movie. It's still the best movie 2021. Yeah, but also I just felt more attached to her performance here. I felt more sucked into her performance. It's very emotional, yeah, and she's pretty much the emotion and the heart of the film, yeah. So yeah, kudos to Lashana Lynch for that. But it's Alicia Ware as Matilda herself who is the true standout of the film. She made me even more invested in the character than I ever was. Thanks to her character arc, the film has a strong message to stand up for what's right and call out the wrong. With her role in this and her role in Abigail, Alicia Ware might be the best of today's child actors. Well, it's between her or McKenna Grace. I'm kind of debating on that. This film also shows Alicia Ware is perfect to play a child vampire like Abigail, since there are scenes with her showing an evil smirk as well as doing a bunch of stuff I can see Abigail doing, like a bunch of dance or stunts like that. You can clearly see that why she's perfect for it, and she's so capable. The film is also very engaging throughout. There is never a boring scene, and I was completely sucked into this film throughout. My eyes were glued to the screen from start to finish, and not once not once was my eyes ever taken out of the screen. And there were scenes in the film where I was on the edge of my seat, like those Miss Trunchbull scenes I just mentioned. Those scenes are just Matilda facing off against Miss Trunchbull. Oh, yeah, and I should mention as well the scenes when Matilda was telling a story and then we saw like a figment of her story, yeah, like as a sequence. That was brilliant and very creative. And also, let's not forget that one plot twist where Miss Honey is the daughter of, well, no, not daughter. I meant to say the step niece of Miss Trunchbull, and Miss Trunchbull is the abusive mom. Yeah, in Matilda's story, she made up this stepmom and stepdaughter, something like that, and it turns out, yeah, Miss Honey and Miss Trunchbull were actually the characters in Matilda's story, not unknowingly, and apparently it's surprisingly real. Yeah, that is a great plot twist. Also, the ending when Miss Honey adopted Matilda, took her as her own daughter while her parents moved away to Spain, her quote-unquote real parents moved away to Spain. That is just brilliant and it really feels earned because of how Miss Honey and Matilda had such a great chemistry throughout, and you can clearly feel their relationship. And yeah, those parents are absolute dicks. I hate them. Well, not a flaw in the movie. Don't worry. It's not that's not a flaw. I mean, because they're meant to be unlikable. They're written to be unlikable. So overall, Matilda the musical is better than the original in every single way possible, and this is most certainly the greatest Matilda adaptations of all time. The greatest Matilda version period. I regret not seeing this movie when it came out back in 2022 because I'm literally obsessed with this film right now. It's not my top 10 favorite movies 2022 list because there's still a lot of films in that year I absolutely love. It's an honorable mention though. If I were to rank the 2022 movies right now, I'd put this a step behind The Fableman. So yeah. Oh yeah, I also rewatched Ready or Not leading up to Abigail as well. It's the first real science movie. I was initially planning to review that, but honestly, I will admit I don't have a lot to say about that film, even though I still think it's awesome. This film is definitely review worthy because of how much I just really got sucked into this film and I just ended up loving it. So when I said I'm going to give Matilda the musical 5 stars out of 5, flawless movie. Will I rewatch this movie again? Yeah, one day, but maybe in the right time. So for my review on Matilda the musical, what are your thoughts on the film? Would you agree with me that this is the best version of Matilda we've ever gotten? Do you still prefer, or are you one of those people who thinks that this is inferior to the original? And also a question, who here is hyped as hell for Abigail? Comment down below, like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and stay tuned for my review on Abigail, which I am seeing tomorrow in theaters. So yeah, bye guys.